Today, from SoFi Stadium in
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
Bridgewater's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, Bridgewater.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now Jackson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Play fake. Bridgewater. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater to throw it.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater now. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Akers again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's Bridgewater. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And Andrews lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 33. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Quick slant complete to OBJ.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Jackson on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, sharp in the victory, as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado. Check in on the Broncos. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucs. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson. It's caught by OBJ.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 31 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Play action now. Bridgewater.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action. Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Bridgewater.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again.
A quick pass to Cup.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Bridgewater again.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that'll be caught by Cup.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 23-20, a little over 80 ticks to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Dalvin's with it.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's going to let it fly.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.